Good morning, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to RoadCraft for what is live stream at number 9 as we continue our journey through the game. Good morning, I hope your week is ending the way you want it to. We're back today for 3.5 hours as we continue on from yesterday morning stream. Now, yesterday we had a vote for what was happening today, and it actually ended up in RoadCraft's favour until we added in a late submission from Kathy, which made it a draw. So then it was down to me, and the reason I picked RoadCraft for today after the draw in the vote was because I kind of figured we're running out of time in terms of what's coming up next on the channel. So 22nd of this month we have the we've paid extra to have early access to Death Stranding. So I want to see if we can get this completely finished before Death Stranding comes out, and the only way to do that is to focus on it. So I kind of figured let's do that. Plus, I've kind of got a bit of a bug in my head in terms of this map we're currently on, the Sunkern map. It has been plaguing us and been our nightmare since we started this map, and I kind of want to beat it. A part of me just says enough's enough. We've got to beat this map today. I want to see out the week in style by finishing off the map, the only map that's caused us any issues, to be honest. So I want to do that today. I want to finish the Sunkern map today, if at all possible, and then we can move on. Obviously, we've still got next week as well, and we've got more maps to do. But this one has been a bit of a bane of ours for the past few episodes, a few streams. The first 2 maps were brilliant, were lovely, nice and simple, and obviously the difficulty ramped up a bit, and this map has just been a nightmare. So the persistent side of me decided after the vote was a draw that no, we're going to do RoadCraft. We're going to finish this map today, so we can move on to Communicado next. So that's the plan. We are going to try and finish Sunkern today. I'm determined. If we have to overrun, I may be willing to do that too, just to get it done. We had a decent day yesterday in terms of how much we got done, to be fair. We did quite a bit. We did some side activities as well as main stuff, building up a road. So we got quite a bit done yesterday. We also ended up getting all the mines, so the equipment is now there and can be seen. That was something else we managed to get done yesterday, but that now gives us the final missions, it seems, where we now need to get the equipment out of where it is and deliver it elsewhere, which is going to be a bit of a problem. Plus, then we have to create routes as well from these places, which I think is going to cause us some more issues. But, it would be a boring game if no map tested us. That's the thing. If the maps didn't test us, it would be boring, wouldn't it? So they're meant to be difficult. We finally managed to get a route to the castle. Admittedly, we cheated a little bit because we kind of were there pushing the vehicle to the castle. But we got one there at least. Not too sure what we're going to do about other vehicles needing to get there, because there's a certain amount of vehicles that will have to get there. May have to go back and push a few more just to make sure it's done. Not the ideal way of doing it, but it's so far from anywhere to get stuff for roads and stuff and sand. It is just a nightmare. So it makes the most sense. Thank you for the like, well, much appreciated. Crazy Iceman, good morning. How are you? Right, let's continue on. As I say, Sunkern is our nemesis. We're 84% done. That's what I mean. We should get this done today. This is why we're doing this today, because we want to get this done. We will go back into Assassin's Creed Shadows next week. We'll do a bit more in that next week. For the game, as I say, I'm trying to get as much of this done as possible before Death Stranding, because we're going to have too many games on the go if we're not careful, especially when Death Stranding releases. I want to focus on Death Stranding when it releases. And then we've got to wait till October for Ghost of Yotai. I think August is Mafia, although I don't know what we're doing in Mafia yet. And you guys need to have a vote at some point on what's next as well. So we're trying to get stuff done. Plus, Star Wars Outlaws is a DLC we need to have a look at as well. So, two completed objectives remaining, plus 3 side objectives. The infrastructure requests, I'm not too sure how they work in terms of, I still can't figure out where they all are. Because if you go to Aftermath, which we're 100% done, 0. Yet if you go to Precipice, for a 3. So I don't quite know. I did say this yesterday, maybe we need to go back and build some roads and bridges in places, fix a few extra little bits and pieces that aren't necessarily missions, and maybe that will complete it. That's actually not a bad shout. In fact, we keep an eye on this. 3 of 11 infrastructure requests. I've got a plan. It would involve a steel pipe, but I think we can actually figure this out straight away, all being well. Let's load in. But we've done 3 of 11 infrastructure requests. There's a steel pipe that will gain us quite a lot of XP that we need to go and replace. If we're going to do that first and foremost, we might find out that that's what it is. It's these extra bits that aren't missions as such, but you can see them as part of our infrastructure list. Maybe it's them that need to be done. And on the second map, we didn't do any of the 11. For whatever reason, maybe we didn't notice them, I don't know. It doesn't stop you 100%ing them, but I'm one of those people that likes to 100% everything properly. It bugs me that it's 0 of 11. That's the thing that's annoying me. I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad at all. Okay. Now, I will say straight away, we are going to have some issues because this route will be running to the castle. There will be a vehicle travelling. I'm assuming it's travelling? Or has it already stopped? Exo to Monteville. Yeah, the castle. There we go. Yeah, there we go. The castle. So there will be a vehicle. There, I think it's over here. No, that's Monteville. There will be a vehicle anyway, doing his little run. There he is. And he's going to get stuck. Especially once he gets up to here. So, if he does get stuck, we may have to keep coming back and pushing him. Just until the rewards are finished. What we will quickly start with, though, is moving this out of the way. Just in case there's the odd chance he doesn't need a push. I guarantee he will. But we'll leave this big dumper here because this is what we were using previously to push the vehicles. So it's here. Now we could go and get a load of sand and do all that, but if we have a look where the sand is, to make this a little bit easier, we're going to go down this slope here and then bring it back up. And last time we did that, we nearly ran out of sand, to be honest. Although actually, saying that, I wonder if we could. We have got up there before. Now we know how far down we've got to go. Do you know what? Let's quickly try it. If we can get some sand here, it just means we don't have to keep coming back and pushing the vehicle through. Getting the sand back up is the problem, because you end up losing half of it. That's my little boy, I think, saying he's at school. Bear with me a second. Thank you for the like, but it was much appreciated. So I hope everyone's happy with the choice. Obviously, after adding Kathy's vote after the stream to the vote, it was a draw, but I wanted to make sure we get this done. We also got the Switch 2 delivered yesterday that I pre-ordered. I will say Mario Kart, incredible on the Switch 2, absolutely incredible. Online racing with 24 people, it is carnage, but good carnage. So yeah, thoroughly enjoying Mario Kart. I need to get the I'm not doing very well at getting this down here, am I? Hang on a second, let's not get distracted by what I'm trying to talk about. Let's actually focus on trying to get down here. It's because this bottom's out at the bottom here. It's too steep. There we go, vehicle's already failed. Where's that failed? Infrastructure. Oh, it failed there. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to fail there. The end of the thing is, this can fail. It doesn't matter. We just won't get all the rewards. But I can't not do that. I can't not have all the rewards. That's the thing. Let's go and see where it is stuck. We may have to give it a push. You can see yesterday we sanded all of this to make it easier for it to get across. So let's just see where it is actually stuck. It shouldn't be stuck anywhere, to be fair. This route should be pretty simple for it to follow now. The only way to make this foolproof would be to a road all the way, but that would take us forever. So failing that, I want to know where it's got stuck. Don't tip over, 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 don't tip over. Ah! Stupid thing. Okay. Wasn't quite what I wanted to happen, obviously, because we've now lost that. Mountain base. Money in the bank. I'll be watching that Sunday morning. I think my little boy, there's a car boot sale down on the recreation ground tomorrow. On Sunday. And my little boy wants to go and see that. Go there and see if they've got Lego and stuff and Pokemon cards. So I said we'd try and take a walk down. Plus it's good for me to try and get out for a little bit. But other than that, no, trying to sort out capture card hopefully tomorrow. Plus properly set up the Switch 2 and get it in a decent position. That kind of stuff. But yeah, that's about it. But you're watching it tomorrow night, are you? Right, where is... Okay, so we're stuck there. Okay, we'll get our new scout vehicle. We bought this yesterday. This is the second scout vehicle. At the start of the game, you get a choice of 2. This is the one we didn't choose, so we bought this yesterday. So we've got a choice of scout vehicles. It does remind me of the vehicle in SnowRunner that I tend to tip over and roll down hills quite a lot. Okay, I think... Oh, okay, we've gone past them. Okay, let's reverse them. I want to be behind them because I want to help them up the hill. I don't quite know why they're having struggles here. It shouldn't be any problem. From what I remember us doing here. Where are they? I might be in their way, to be fair. The dispatch? Where'd the dispatch from? Are they started the route again? That's annoying. Okay. Well, we'll come back to this then when they get back here and get stuck again. I think you just this bit here. I think we just had to restart a few times and they got up there eventually. They just don't have much oomph the vehicles they're using, which obviously has a problem on its own. Right? Do we try and get sand from here, or do we just leave this alone and just crack on with other things? Part of me thinks we just leave it alone. Just because getting down here is a nightmare. And we don't fit on the bridge either. I think we leave it. Let's put this in a position that we can use it when needed. Okay, let's ignore that. Let's forget about all this. Let it do what it's doing. Right. So infrastructure mission. This was what I was talking about in terms of the infrastructure missions. It's saying 0 of 11 done. Now, ignoring the operational ones, I think it's things like replace pipes. So this pipe here is worth 18,000 XP. That's massive. And all it is to replace this pipe over here. 18,000 XP, that is. That's a lot of XP. So, let's see if we can quickly do that while we're here. We do need to make a fresh pipe first and foremost. Patrick, good morning, how are you? I don't think I can track... Can I not track that mission? I can open it, but can't track it. That's annoying. Okay, so we can't track the mission, annoyingly. Right, we need a pipe, which we can make over here. We've got a crane there. We need a pipe in our pipe factory. And the reason I want to do this, because it's worth so much XP, I think it's definitely worth doing. That's the thing. Oh no, that's a cable layer, isn't it? Okay, so we've got a vehicle nearby. That's the annoying thing, is if we haven't got a vehicle nearby, I've got to get one there to do this. Although we need to pick up the pipe anyway. So our other vehicle is in Montville here. What vehicle's that? That's our... Hang on. Oh, we need to... That's not our way... We've got two way... Why have we got two wayfarers? Oh, this one's part of a mission, that's why. There's a mission to deliver a vehicle, isn't there? Deliver object. Reinforces. Deliver vehicle. We've got to deliver that vehicle to the oil station. Up north. I forgot about that. To be fair, we might as well just drive that now. There's nothing actually. Oh, okay. Could be a bit of a dodgy route. No, maybe not. We can just go through there. Do you know what? This quickly. We're not really progressing at the minute, are we? It does. It looks. Zelda does look good. True. I have played Super Mario yet. I've played Mario Kart. It looks incredible. Yeah, we need to. Let's while we're here. I know I'm keep changing my mind what we're doing. Let's deliver the vehicle. We're already in it. Let's drive this where it needs to go, and that's job done. Looks so different without a trailer on the back. Ours has always got a trailer, so I've not seen it without the trailer on, to be fair. Okay, let's just plan this route a little bit. I think we need to get around the train, which we can do here, and head into here, if we can. Ignoring the main road, because I think that would be a massive no-no with a big hole in it. But yeah, we're just gonna. I think this is all we got to do is just get the vehicle there. Will it fit through the gap? Would indeed. Now we have found with the Wayfarer, it isn't fantastic. It lacks massively when it comes to torque or any kind of power, especially when carrying cargo. It's been a bit of a letdown, to be honest. I thought it would be better than what it was, or it is. Can we get squeezed through there? We can. So I've been quite disappointed with this so far, to be fair. I say that as I'm about to go down a massive great hole. Okay, this may have been a mistake. But yeah, massively disappointed with the Wayfarer so far, especially when it's carrying cargo. But yeah, this may have been a mistake. I didn't see the mud, I didn't think it was that bad. Come on. Is she moving anywhere? No. Can I go backwards? Okay, vehicle failed the route. We knew it was going to. I just want to see where. Same place, wasn't it? Where's our vehicle? Oh no, it's further back. I swear, we keep dispatching vehicles. I think it will get through that bit. Come on. The one thing I've also noticed this is low gear, which is essentially, I would assume, low range. It can actually be a hindrance sometimes. It doesn't always make things better. Something I've noticed. Come on, we are spinning around. I'm just trying to get them wheels. I've got wheels round so we're flat. And they are moving. I don't want to tip, but I just want to get them wheels a little bit flatter if we can. Yeah, Money in the Bank should be a good event, hopefully. Okay, I may have well and truly screwed this up by the end of this. The wheels are still actually sliding down, to be fair. But I've got no way to get anywhere. I'm just digging myself a greater hole, I think. No, we're moving. There's some movement there. Come on, find the grip. We can find it, come on. Is that as much as we got? I think that's it. Yeah, I think we're not going any further than that, I don't think. Going back a little bit. I think it's going to help. Okay. And there was always a chance. I thought the hole wasn't going to be as bad as it was. But we can solve this. Let's fold crane. Our engines will be running first. Fold crane. Anchors. I need that trailer to move for a start. Come on, that'll be good. Get away. There we go. Right, we're going to go and try and save the vehicle. Potentially. And not make that mistake. I just thought we could go down the hole. It'd be fine to then swing round. Happy days. No. This is the map that is going to break us the way it's going. And it's only the third map in. It was just a lot muddier than I was expecting. Well, I'm going to be careful. We're not going to be able to put him straight out. What I'm thinking is we're going to have to try and move him in a couple of times to get it to go. Can I can't squeeze through there, can I? That was my thinking of trying. I need to get through there essentially. So, without going in this hole here. I don't think I can squeeze through that gap. What if there's another way round, is there? I'm not getting through that. I don't know if these trains move. I don't think they do. Let's have a look. No, they're solid. But I don't think I fit that gap through there. There's a tree there, isn't there? The ones with the yellow little hooks on the end, they can be moved. But it's these other ones that can't. Okay. I'm still going to try and see if we fit through that gap. I don't think we will though. That'll be a no. Okay. Can I do what we failed to do with the truck and skirt on the edge of this and get round, I wonder? Is this the map of the game that breaks me? I know. Okay. This is what I was trying to do with the truck, the Wayfarer, and failed miserably. Come on. You got the yonks to get up? There we go. So this is what we was trying to do with the Wayfarer and failed miserably. Now our truck is down there, and what we need to try and do is move it and get it back up. When there's no way we're going to be able to move this fully on its own because we're not powerful enough. We toggle attach mode. Are we not close enough? No, I'm not close enough to even get an inkling of an attachment on it, am I? Okay. So we need to be closer. I don't want to be too close, I don't want it to pull us off. We're going to need to be, there we go. Now I guarantee this will pull us if we try and move it on its own. Let's put anchors down from it just to be sure. Summer Games for show. Did you? Yeah, no worries, Patrick. Thank you for the like, but much appreciated. Did anyone see the PlayStation State of Play? Was there anything anyone was actually interested in? I thought it was absolutely horrendous and rubbish, personally. And nothing really interesting. We are moving it, and we're staying fairly solid. I'm surprised. I am pleasantly surprised at how solid we're staying here. It kind of shows how light that is. Can we drive it up? No! Okay, and we'll need to right ourselves here. Well, I don't know what happened there. So I was just trying to drive, trying to move the vehicle, and we just flipped over. Ah, come on, Boo. Don't go that way. I want you to come. We're not quite righted yet, so I don't want to risk grabbing the truck just yet until we are fully upright. There's what it is a hole here, I think, is the issue. Yeah, it's that hole that we went down that's the issue there. I need to try and get us out of this dip. There's just a massive great hole that I didn't even see. Just don't want that engine to stop. If that engine stops, we've lost the business. Can't get it to where we can get up here. Can we go backwards? I don't go forwards either, can I? There's the hole that we didn't see. Come on. Yeah, just didn't see the hole till it was too late. Don't fully tip over. With that fully tipped, that's us done. Problem is, I have trouble trying to train cart. You can't attach to any other train carts, I don't think. No, it won't let me do any others in a minute. Only the ones with the yellow mark, yellow bit on them, it allows you to actually attach to. Doesn't help though, I always struggle with controlling the crane. And now I need to save myself. Although we have been quite good with saving ourselves with trains in the past. With cranes, sorry. Right, bring that in. Bring that round. Bring that down. Turn that wheel. As I say, we have been quite good with saving ourselves previously using the crane. Come on, we're nearly there to be fair. I've turned off all-wheel drive, that doesn't help, does it? Come on. There we go, job done. I knew we'd get there eventually with the crane, to be fair. Right, how is the Wayfarer? Can it drive from where it is? Or do you still need to pull it? I'm amazed we got as far as we have, to be fair. Yeah, it still needs pulling up, okay. Well, now we know there's a massive great hole there. We need to be a bit more careful. There is a gap where that hole is, to be fair, either side of it here. So, 3 anchors, crane. I'm amazed at how much we could move the Wayfarer. It just shows how light it is. because I thought it was going to mess with us and put us over, but actually, it wasn't. The actual Wayfarer wasn't at fault for any of that. It may not be close enough, to be fair. As far as I can go, isn't it? Yeah. Right, we need to kind of reverse between the holes here. I'm not going any of them. A bit more. There we go. Okay. So you'll be a little bit careful here. We've got anchors on. It is lifting us up a little bit. I'm just trying to get it up a little bit. There's no point trying to drive straight out with it. There we go. So we don't have towing mode on this vehicle. The only one that has is the rescue vehicle. And towing mode allows you to use the vehicle you're towing's tyres and engine as well. Doing this doesn't allow that. So it's just on our own steam to pull this up. Hence, that was always a possibility of happening. Okay. Lift it up a bit. I don't mind if he goes over. To be fair. Okay, can't pull the rope any closer to us. Let's try going down. There we go. There we go. We've got it. Okay. Should be safe to let go of it here, I think. Ah, nothing a crane can't solve, eh? Right, back to the Wayfarer. We now need to still deliver this. The plan was to go along here anyway. We're going to find a way through though. My plan was to be the other side of this, and then we can scoot through up here. But we're going to find a way through these trains, and originally my plan was to go along this sideway bit here. But as we've just seen, there's some great holes. I'm going to stop that happening. So we're going to try and find a way through. I think we can make it. I don't know what that is there. It's whether what holes we can squeeze through. The blue ones here can be moved. Only the blue ones can be moved. They've got the yellow couplers on. And we have got the crane to help us if we need to. They'll love tap to say thank you very much for saving me. And let's go. But yeah, I'm amazed that the crane was able to pull the Wayfarer out. This shows how light the Wayfarer is, which also answers the question why it's so poor. Because the Wayfarer has been horrendous for us so far. In terms of taking stuff, big bulky bits to where we need it to be, it just doesn't have the umph. No guts to it. Okay. I think we can squeeze through there. What are we stuck on? Oh, the end of the rail there. Okay, we need to get round here. Why do we still keep stuck? Just doesn't... Can't even go over the rails. Why can we not go over the rails here? Okay, it doesn't like the rails, trying to go over them, which isn't helpful. Run backwards. Really doesn't like these rails, does it? Let's try being half over already. It's the turning with the... That is ridiculous. I can't even get over rails with these things. It's just the lack of power is horrendous. I really thought when we bought the Wayfarer it would save us a lot of problems. It's actually making more problems. This isn't even our one either. Okay, we've got 2 wheels over. Does that mean it'll be easier now? No. Them rails are not that high. Right, we need to have a new plan then, because that kind of destroys our whole plan if we can't go for rails. I don't think I can fit through and down there. We're gonna get stuck if we try and go down there, I think. Thing is, the only way to get through here is to follow the rails. But if we can't drive over rails, which is ridiculous that this can't do that. Only other thing we can do is use the mule, the crane mule, to drag it along, maybe. Right. Don't tell me I can't even get off the rails now. Come on. Can't even get off the rails now. Why can't I even move backwards? We'll have to use the crane again, I think. I think this is just more reason why I hate the Wayfarer. Nothing simple with this thing, I tell you. I picked up, you always do a pull. Oh, I don't even know anymore with the Wayfarer. Hate the Wayfarer passion. It's just, I can't even name one good thing it helps with. If anything, it's caused us more problems. I'm gonna have to tax it all the way through here, aren't I? Annoyingly. Right, can we go across the rails at any issues? Or, I wonder if this is an issue. Oh no, look, we can go across the rails. For some reason, the Wayfarer doesn't like it. Right, I do need to move that. I'm going to go back and get the Wayfarer in a second. What I need to quickly do is move this. We've got the space to get through there. We are going to have to carry this a little bit, I think. The Wayfarer. There we go. There we go. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to move this back. We'll have to kind of tow this without towing it, because this isn't a towing vehicle as such. So we won't have, it will all be on the mule's power alone to move the Wayfarer. Okay. Which could cause us issues, we'll see. In terms of turning around here could be a problem. Yeah. Not going to make the corner, is it? Hang on, let's pull the rope tight. And I might have to swing the boom around. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you. Okay, we'll quickly make the boom straight again. Don't do that. Right, straight again for the minute. Can I get through that gap is the question. Hopefully we can. And we can smash that gate, hopefully. What's that caught on? Oh, it's caught there. Come on. Stupid vehicle. Yeah, if anyone can name anything good about the Wayfarer, please do let me know. Because currently, I'm beginning to really hate the thing, and I want to sell mine the minute we can get a different version. I want to sell mine. Okay, this may take a couple of attempts to get the Wayfarer through. Okay, I can't smash the gate. Ah, that's a problem. The gate doesn't break. Okay, that is a bit of an issue. I need to push myself off, don't I? I was so hoping the gate would just break and we can just go through, but it's not going to be that simple, is it? It's never that simple. Come on. We're off. We're nearly off. No. Not quite what I wanted. Okay, I might need to move the Wayfarer here. Although I've just found a way through. Just seen a way through. Obviously, I don't think the Wayfarer can do it on its own. Can we? No. If the Wayfarer is rubbish, it can't do anything. We can move that vehicle, that train straight there. We can get this, our mule out. It's not been the best start. I was hoping to get so much more done so far today. Thanks for the like, guys. Much appreciated. Right, we've got to save the mule first and foremost. Nearly there. Okay. Fold crane for a second. Right, what we can do is we can move that train there. I don't know if I think it needs to come this way, to be honest. How much space is the other side of that blue train? Not much. Yeah, we need to move this way, and then we can go through here. These doors can be smashed down, and then the Wayfarer should be on the route home. Our mission complete. Hopefully. I say hopefully, I don't know at this point. Right, we need to move the train though. It just needs to come this way, and then we need to go through and drag the Wayfarer as we go. Okay, I think that's as far as we can go. So let's... No, that one. Right, I need to move out of the way. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. The only problem we might have here is the Wayfarer needs to be moved so we can get through. And obviously the Wayfarer doesn't move very well. Right, that's that. Done. Right, we now need to fold frame just to make it a bit more stable. We need to get across these rails so we can then move the Wayfarer. In fact, we're having some issues getting across these rails as well now. It was absolutely fine before. Now not so much. Struggling to get across that one there. Come on. Doesn't like going across that one for some reason. Might need to go maybe forwards rather than... Yeah, we have to do it forwards. It doesn't like doing it backwards. Which is the problem when there's no room to turn around. Okay, I just need to move that a little bit that way. I just need enough room to turn around it. Really that. Okay. Right, turn. Okay. We'll need to push that a bit more that way, won't I? Come on. Change to the bottom bit. There we go. Need to move back a little bit more than what it was. Okay, so this struggles to go backwards over some rails, but over forwards is fine. Right, Wayfarer, you just need to go back. Unless you can go over yourself and through that gap, which I don't think it's going to. We'll give it a go and just see if we can. Saves us time and effort if we can. Come on. What are you getting stuck on now? I don't even know what it's getting. All-wheel drive is what would help this, I think. And a bigger engine. Maybe a diff lock. Something. Yeah, it's not getting up there, is it? Okay. So open that wood. It just saves us the effort of having to tow it. Because towing isn't the easiest thing to do when it's not designed to be done this way. Okay, we now need to turn around again with this. We need to go forward first. As it doesn't like going over the rails backwards. So that's where we've got to deliver one of the drill bits to as well. Interestingly. This won't be the first time we're going to be here then. What I need is an angle, which I don't want to have. We've got to get through that gap there, but I need an angle to do so. Oh, actually, I wasn't too far off. There we go. Okay. Now, hopefully, we can pull the Wayfarer through, and as I say, home stretch for Wayfarer getting delivered, first mission complete. Hopefully. Okay. How is this going to go? What as I'd hoped. Turn, Wayfarer. There we go. Trying to yank it round. Tighten up the rope again. Come on, you're so close. It's taking a bit of hard work to get this through, but I think we've nearly done it. We've done it. The Wayfarer is through. Right, can the Wayfarer now get itself home? Let's see. Oh, seriously? I thought we could smash those. May need to pull them open, I don't know. Okay. No, we need to pull them open. I really thought we could smash them, unfortunately not. Right, we're not quite finished with this then. Why will that not open? Oh, is it a swing door? There's a swing door, there we go. Didn't know it was a swing door, to be fair. This next one, I don't know how this next one opens. Let's go and find out. Obviously that's blocking. I need to move that out of the way to get the handle for the door. Right, swap to the box. Oh, that's not the box, is it? I think that's the gate. No, is that the box? Stick anchors on. The box does not move. I know it does, slowly. Come on, out of the way. Okay. Box out of the way. Let's open this as well. And then hopefully the Wayfarer is on its way home. Oh, come on. I don't know why I had to give us a Wayfarer to deliver. Wrong way. I want to get next to the Wayfarer, that's what I was trying to do that. Come on. Right. Door's now open. Wayfarer, go and do your thing. Okay. So the Wayfarer is now there. We need to get to the oil station now. A lot of the road for the Wayfarer is destroyed. My plan, when I looked at this earlier, was we go down here to main road, and then we need to skirt along this edging here, into here, and then navigate some of this to get to there. That's kind of my thinking. There is another route, mountainous route, but we've got to find a way to them mountains if we go that route. I don't think we need to. And there's no way of going this way, for obvious reasons. There's a big hole. Let's build a bridge. There is an off-road track here, which would get us to about here maybe, but we've still got to navigate the bits of rubble. I don't know if that will take us. I can't see the off-road track going back. So we've got to go this way as far as I can tell. Get to the road, follow that until we hit buildings. Yeah, I know, I said this morning night, we'll do this first, it'll be an easy job. I need to stop saying it'll be an easy job. It's never an easy job. It's never as easy as maybe it looks. Okay. It's navigating the rubble here. It's going to be the hard part, I think. How are you stuck on mud? I'll be so happy when this is gone. Right, is there a way through that doesn't involve us having to deal with a load of this? No. There's a load there that we have to get through, or the here. I don't know what we can hit out of the way, obviously. Oh, actually, can we? I don't think we can squeeze through there because of the bits there. Trying to see if there's a squeeze through. Again, I don't know if we get back in after taking that route there. Are we better off trying to get through this first lot? That is a big bit of rubble there that can be used. I'm assuming in here somewhere. Uh, now, I know these will push out of the way, but they're not going to be brilliant to push. Especially when you get more than one. We can move a few, maybe. We've got no way of towing it, we've got no way of using a winch or anything. All we can do is try and hit them a few times and see if we can get a few to move that way. Like that. That's all we can really do. Either that, or I bring the mule down here. Why am I being silly? Let's just bring the mule down here. It's got a crane on it. It's already nearby. It's already done everything else for the other vehicle. Yeah, move the mule. Perfect. Crazy Irishman, you thought of it before I did. It's done everything else it possibly can for the Wayfarer. It might as well finish the job and do it for it as well. I didn't even think of it. But yeah, good shout, Crazy Irishman. Good shout. I did think, deliver the vehicle. I really honestly thought, oh, easy peasy, easy XP, easy money, another mission complete, happy days. I did not think it was going to turn into this nearly an hour nightmare of getting stuck and having to use the mule to pull it out of every situation. I should have known it's the Wayfarer after all. There better be an upgraded version or another semi-truck you can buy, because that Wayfarer is horrendous. We overloaded it with pipes admittedly once, and it managed it, but it wasn't brilliant. I've never put steel beams on it, so lighter, and he couldn't do it. It was struggling massively. Right, we're here to save the day again. Okay. All we're going to do is move. I'm not close enough to move any others. No, am I? It's fully extended as well. It's going to come front ways, I think. Stop. Again, all we need to do is make a path. Nothing fancy. Just got to make a path to get the Wayfarer through. Yeah, it could be. That's why the XP's high. Yeah, I think that's also the same case with the other pipe I saw, isn't it? I bet it's really tricky. Hence high XP. Might need to buy a second mule with a crane, by the way, because it is so useful to have. The second one probably would help massively. You can buy seconds of vehicles. Well, I don't know if I'm close enough to get that last one out of the way. Right. I'm going to try this. This may be a mistake. I'm going to see if we can just hit it. I think it's caught between different pipes though. I mean, no, you can't just hit it and move out of the way. There's always a small chance the Wayfarer could have done it for itself. Should have known better. Okay, so you get a bit closer, move the last pipe, then that we can get the Wayfarer delivered, job done. I can forget about the Wayfarer for a while. And it is the Wayfarer itself that is actually needing delivering. Give me the front of the other one. Oh, I missed it. I'm only using a single point of contact, to be fair. Right, move it left. There we go. Right. Full crane, anchors, reverse, Wayfarer. Handbrake. Still forget to take the handbrake off all the time. Right, go on Wayfarer, let's get you done. So I can jump in something else. Come on, through the gap. Finally, we've done it. That is objective complete. This actually wasn't worth that much, not compared to some of the others I was looking at.
Now, let's help Montville get its own fuel
done.
going. The route between the Montville administration and the oil station is blocked. That means we need a bypass. Plot that route and they'll be singing your praises.
Really?
Maybe I'll even get a verse.
I don't want to do that one. I don't want to plot that route because I think I know how bad that's going to be. If we track this. So our role here is just clean up. It's all about helping the place stand on its own 2 feet again. The route between the Montville administration and the oil station, which is where we are now, is crucial. It's like the town's arteries, vital for its survival. Let's roll up our sleeves and help Montville resume its operations. We've got to make a route from here to the Montville administration, all the way over here. I think it will be a bridge. I think we can move that train out of the way, so this then becomes an active road. We can that train will, that blue bit will move anyway to there. This becomes an active road. We are going to need to do some work on this road, potentially relay the road, come all the way around here, and then bridge it to there, and then clear all this rubbish. I think that's the only way we can do this. Where's it starting from? Starting from there, yeah. I don't see another option to really make this work. I know that involves a lot of work, but that's the point, isn't it? I can't see another option. Our nearest base to here as well is probably the one over here. We have got a load of our vehicles here, to be fair. How far does sand go? Okay, so if we need sand, we need to keep going back to the bridge to refill. Okay, I don't see we've got any other choice. I think if we want to make that route work, that is really the only real option we have. There's no way we can do what we just did to get through here. There's no way. Oh no, there's sand quarries here actually, so that we don't actually have to go that far for sand. Sand quarry is there. The only concern I have, we don't want pipes. How are we going to get? We'll have to deliver what we need. We'll have to make, I think, more the bridge, to be fair. I don't quite know how much sand we're going to need. Quite a bit probably go along here. Make this kind of manoeuvrable again. Let's just think about this logically. Is there a better way of doing this? Because if there is, then we don't need to go with all that hassle. But I can't see another logical route. We've got this mountainous route. We kind of get stuck around there. Obviously, the edge of the map doesn't help. We could make them go what we did round here to save us making a bridge. Is there much point though? Because there's a chance they get stuck constantly. Their turning circles horrendous, the AI at times. And there's no way we're making it skip through this mess. I think that is our plan. I can't think of another way to do this. Unless anyone else got any ideas. Obviously, we don't get any XP for doing this, but this is just us making the route, essentially. If we could chop the trees down instead, I'd do that, to be fair, but I don't think we can do that because we haven't got the ability. We've not really tried that, to be fair. I don't think it works that way, to be honest, from what I've seen. Right, are we better with rear sand is there. I wonder if we're better off if we stick our heavy duty. Yeah, the brake on asphalt, I believe, only destroys your own. I don't think it destroys anything else that's laid in, but we can try, to be fair. What we need to do is we need to put our big dump truck, fill it up, and then put it somewhere near a refill, in the refill area, because it'll create its own circle. This is my thinking. So that's the first thing we need to take across is our big dump truck. So what have we got over here? That's a small one. Well, that's our Pave is actually already there, to be fair. Lakeside base. We need big dump truck. I know we're moving it away from where it is doing the other thing, but that's fine. Is that big dump truck? Or is that small? I think that's the one we want. The Bay Cow. That is actually is that only the rusty version? Oh, okay. Let's see what the normal one costs. The better version. Bay Cow. Oh, 36,000. Yeah. There isn't a better Wayfarer currently anyway. Semi truck. I don't think we've unlocked anything else. No, we need level 16 here for that. There's still more to unlock. Okay, what was I doing? A heavy, the Bay Cow, wasn't it? Yeah, so retain that, deploy. So we need to head across the road we made over here. Basically head all the way over here until we get to here. We are going to need to move that as well to make this a little bit easier to get across. Yeah. Okay. Damage wise, they might do, to be fair. It's the worth a try, isn't it? I'm not trying to force sand here. Again, like I said, this isn't going to give us anything. Won't give us XP doing this, but this is the only way I can see of getting that route to work, as that's what the mission we're on. This may take a little while to do, which also worries me, the fact that we may not get this done today like I hope, this map. Obviously, if we weren't doing everything, we could get this map done, to be fair. But I don't want to leave anything undone. Because this is one of the side missions, this isn't one of the main missions. The final two main missions we've got are routes to make and also mines to clear. And they can be bad enough as they are. But I'd rather get the side ones done first, so that way when we've done the main missions, it should be 100%. The only thing, do you know what we could do is speed this up? Not drive off the road would be the first thing. We could, in theory, if we wanted, drive over the base vehicle, drive that over, and then call the vehicles we need to it. It will cost us fuel. But as you can see, I can't seem to drive at the minute. What the hell is going on with this? And we've got 25 fuel. I kind of don't want to use our fuel because I don't know what we're going to need it for in the future. And I want to make sure we've always got it there for an emergency. That's the only way of speeding this up, though. You got to think we're going to drive the dozer there. The dozer, the roller's got to go as well. This is so sensitive to movement on the stick. I don't know. I don't know what the best thing is there. Or we get our big vehicle mover, but then vehicles can't get strapped down, which then gives you the risk of the vehicle falling off. Right, am I going the right way here? Yeah. That's a sawmill there. So that's the weird thing. There's a sawmill there. We've not had to use it on the whole map. The sawmill's just not been something we've needed to use. Which is surprising when there is one on the map, to be fair. We should put the handbrake on when I look at the map. I suppose if you didn't want to bother with all this faff of building these extra roads to make the side missions work, you just focus on main missions and weren't caring about the percentage, you'd save yourself a lot of time. I can't do that. We haven't built many roads, considering this is called RoadCraft. We needed to put sand down. That's worked really well. There's not always been a case of we've got to build a road to make something work. A lot of the time we haven't actually built one. Right, head to the right here. Basically following the vehicle that's just been. I might be able to move the train with this. If we knock it from one side, we may be able to move it. Just may have enough just to do it. This will definitely be the biggest road we've built, though. We did consider building a big road for the actual route to the castle, because that would save all our issues. We didn't do it in the end, though. We just put lots of sand down in areas. Right, so this should be the bit just before the train, I think. Where's the train crossing? There's a crossing there. It's not that one, is it? No, we want this one over here. We should use quick transport. There's only two. I know, but to do that, I then have to take the transport vehicle over to where I want them as well. It would cost us two, yeah. I'd still need to bring the transport vehicle over to do that. Right, can I hit this at an angle enough to move it? I'm hoping so. Otherwise I've got to drive the mill back out, which I don't really want to do if I'm going to avoid it. It worked. A little bit more to the right. There we go. I didn't need to bring the wheel back out after all to move it for us. Okay. Well, that secures the easy route across. I don't know how bad this road is. On the map it looks horrific. It may not be as bad as we think. But it may just be. I take it back. Maybe it is as bad as we think it might be. I'm reaching my handbrake on. Handbrake, there you go. Right. As I say, we need to get this in a position where we keep reloading the other vehicle that lays sand. So we kind of need to get this to around here somewhere. Well, there. And I think it may be wide enough. Just to save us having to keep going back. What I'll do though, is while we've got sand on us, we'll try and lay some sand here. I don't know if we'll get up there or not. Yeah, I want to lay some sand just so other vehicles can come this way and not have any major issues. Our road is roughly starting here, I would say. Take handbrake off. So he's still dropping some. Well, this is not going to be fun. Close the tipper. Okay. Yeah, this road has definitely had it. This is going to take some work. I'm stuck in the trees and things. Right, our best option, I think. We've done a bit of sand. It's not going anywhere near what I wanted. This is going to take some doing, I think. Is there another option? Because this is going to take something else. I don't think there is another option. I think this is the only way of doing this route, isn't it, really? Right, I need to get this parked up there, ideally. If we turn around and try and go back up here. That's what I need to do. About rolling this thing over. Come on, turn around. Yeah, there doesn't look like there's anything to destroy either, like what you're saying about breaking up the already road that's there. I don't think there's any of that. There's no road to really destroy. It's all rocks. I would say more than anything else. Okay, we've got to keep an eye out here for holes. If there's a hole, we're in trouble. There is a mud patch. This is where we were before. And we did manage to skirt round here, didn't we, last time? In the mule. Don't want to go down that hole. Come on. Can't get up there. I know what I'm trying to get to, but I don't know if we're able to. We should have the power. We've saved ourselves a few times in this. Getting up slopes you wouldn't think it'd manage. It's that front end that's catching though, on the slope. Come on. There we go. As soon as you get the front end through, it's not so bad. Okay. Just can't quite get round there. But we need to get this up and round because we need this to be a quarry for sand to make our life easier, but it needs to be where the other quarry is. Come on. So happy damage is off on this. Right. Can we get across? See the holes here. And you kind of navigate this to not go down the hole. Down that way. Saying that, actually, do I need to go through there? So we're essentially trying to get to here, is my thinking. I may need to go through the old train yard, to be fair. But we need to be here, so we're inside the border. But this should be out enough that we can get more sand without travelling that far. That's kind of thinking. We need to be within that boundary to refill our quarry, essentially. Also, this thing has really good power. We can get ourselves out of a lot of holes without too many issues with this thing. It's definitely got a decent amount of power. I think we need to try and follow the route the others used on the track. I'm hoping the gaps are wide enough and this will go over the track. Hopefully it will. unlike the Wayfarer who struggled. Hopefully this will go straight over. Turning circles going to be the issue if anything. Yeah, no issues over the tracks. It is turning circle that's going to be a problem. Okay, and then fully turn before I press accelerate. Yeah, and then fully turn before reversing. Fully turn before accelerating. And on your driving test they make you do a 360, don't they, for turning the road, whatever you want to call it now. And you're meant to do it in a certain amount. Well, I'd say we're taking probably 5 times the amount you're meant to take. Well, we need to get through this gap here. And then come round here. If only that crane could be used, it'd make life so much easier, wouldn't it? In terms of getting through here, I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing this round enough. I say this is all this is for, is to make our life a little bit easier. I'm not going to just brute force it. It's turning. That is the thing with some vehicles, you can brute force it so they turn while they're stuck. And that is now. That back end is a little bit stuck though. I'm going to turn the rest of that round. Come on, there we go. When there's no damage, things like brute forcing it work really well. And sometimes you don't have much of a choice. I know I try and play realistically, but sometimes you've got no choice whatsoever. Although retaining all their vehicles back to garage every time takes the realism a little bit away. Unless we're hiring loads of people just to keep driving them back for us. Okay. We are nearly able to put this in position. Now we need to get this positioning right, otherwise it's not going to help us in the slightest. So we want to be going down this little slope here and be right on the edge of it. 3-point turn. Yeah, as long as I think that age you can do as many as you want to get round. As long as it's safe and you're checking your mirrors and stuff. Well, we just did it in 10. I didn't actually count, I don't know how many it took us, to be fair. Right, we need to go down this slope until it says we can't refill sand, and then we reverse ever so slightly. Essentially. So slowly does it. Right, it says no there. Come on, give me that refill sand. There. There we go. So that will now stay our quarry. Is it enough? I may need to swap to it and move it forward, maybe. And then when we need to fill back up, swap to it reverse. I think that might be the way. It's a little bit too far. So yeah, I think what we have to do is reverse back every time we want to fill up again. I'm going to knock off the edge though. Because that is a full... I do not want to do. Right, so that enables us to now easily refill sand whenever we need to now. Next vehicle we need to bring across then is the actual vehicle we need for sand, which is this one here. Our dump truck. And we just need to pour sand everywhere. If we can fill that whole route with sand, and then we need to bring our dozer, spread it, and then we can do the paving. As I say, this is a big old road, and then yet after that we've then got to make concrete slabs for the bridge. That's the other thing we need to do. I did say this will take a while. But then it is RoadCraft. Making these roads is part of the name, isn't it? So it makes sense that we're doing this. What we normally do when we do the other roads, there's the pipe that's worth lots of XP. We do need to get that pipe done as well. It's worth an absolute fortune in XP. I've gone off on a tangent, haven't I? What was I thinking? The other thing I was thinking about. Oh yeah, with the roads. It makes life easier. I don't know. Well, I've lost my train of thought. To be fair, there was a thought there. It was to do with the road. Oh, that was it. Normally with roads, when they're pre-mission ones, you can allow like the vehicles to do it themselves, the AI to drive them. Obviously, we don't have that ability, and this one because it's not a mission road. Even though without it, I don't see how we can block that route. You need to hurry up. This car is so slow. Chop chop. Places to be. Yeah, I don't know how this route would do it without this, but it's not a mission. So we can't get the AI essentially to lay the sand. We have to do it ourselves. But then it might be a case of do some sand, grab the dozer, move the sand, do some more sand, grab the dozer. That might be the only way around this. Okay, we are here. Just got to, I suppose, just got to drive straight and flatten what we can, I suppose. When to open tipper is my issue, but here. You don't want to drive too fast. Right, there we go. We're out now. So that's doable there. And then if we have a little turn here, maybe, and then come round here. Right, where's my refill sand? There it is. Oh, there we go. Right, so with this, we want to come over here. I know our sand's down there a little bit. Wasn't quite what I planned. If we open there, we're going to need more of the hill, I think, there. So if we get a bit more just up there, I think, as well, I can refill sand from here. Good old automatic quarry we've got. Yeah, we want more sand here, ideally. I know it's going down the slope a little bit. Yeah, I know, if we can set an area and the AI could do all the sanding and stuff, that would be nice, to be fair. As we can do it on other road projects, it's not the ones you do yourself. Yeah, I know. But it is what it is. Right, let's refill sand there. Is that enough? No, I think we still need more up there, to be fair. Obviously the dozer's going to push it around. So I think we need more up here. Okay, it's a bit there, I think. A bit more forwards. There we go. That's the start of it at the very least. And then we refill sand here. A lot of it is going down that slope, but I think that'll be okay. Up there. until we start asphalting it, we really don't know how it's going to work in terms of have we got enough sand in places. Right, our quarry might be out of sand. Are you out? Out? Yeah, you're out. So we just need to reverse up until it says refill. You normally get 4 loads in your quarry. 4 loads, and then you just need to fill it back up. There we go. We'll drive it to the edge again. That'll do. And then we can refill. Right, this bit here. What are we going to do with this bit? Well, we need to try and get it, I think, to here. I think we need to try and get onto this high ground here, really. Rather than try and go through this hole here. There's a hole there to fix, but yeah. I think we need to be turning left here a little bit. Just hoping there's enough sand there. That to me looks like it's going to go down the hill, doesn't it? So it's spread, it's a bit difficult to tell. We may need more sand there. Right, we want this to be going left. For that though. Put a little bit here. And then we want to be going left here. Get this open back up. Is that all of it? We'll refill. And yeah, we want to be going up this hill just slightly here. Admittedly, we don't have the ability to really move trees because we haven't unlocked any tree vehicles yet. So if you have any fallen trees in the way, that could potentially be a problem. Okay. We are getting there. I'm a little bit concerned about the edge. We'd have to make sure we don't drive off any edges because I think they could be a bit dodgy. Again, this is going to go off the edge, I think, a little bit here. And we can only asphalt whatever has sand on it. It won't do it on anything else. So the sand will be the route essentially. Well, we're more to the right here, I think. Trophy achieved, woven web. I'm not entirely sure what that's for. Well, I can have a look in a second, mate. Woven web, I'm assuming it's the amount of sand we've put down or something. I think yesterday's one was driven a certain amount of kilometres. So while that's refilling, why not stop refilling? Ah, I bet we're out. I bet we're out. Yeah, no sand. Back we go. There we go. That plan has worked perfectly so far. Let's see what the trophy was for. Woven web. Have 750 vehicles successfully travel on the route you plotted. Wow. Yesterday's one was Easy Rider. Travel 100 kilometres. Right, again, we're parking the edge. It may be a case of getting the dozer here in a minute and just make sure the start of this is fine. Okay, now refill. How far along are we? Not too far to be fair, and not too bad. Obviously we're going to need to go all the way up here, I think. I don't know if this is all mud. We're gonna have to go. We have to sand that as well. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I think we call the dozer in now. Dozer's currently there. We'll call it in now, and then we will kind of know roughly where we're at. I think is the right thing to do here. So our base here, we have to call in the dozer to there. Emails after emails. That one, isn't it? I think we want. Yeah, that's the rusty version there. That's the upgraded version. The way this is going, we're not going to finish this map today. Just because the other two main missions are massive. So I can't, if we're doing this at the minute, there's no way we're getting this map finished today. I think we can get quite close. I think, depending on how long this road takes to build, and then the bridge, I think we can get fairly close, but it's going to be definitely not going to be finished today, I don't think. I think the plan will be Shadows again on Monday, and then the week of RoadCraft next week. So we've only got to the 22nd, and then we begin Death Stranding on release. We're going to have quite a few games, I think, to go back to. You know, we know there's a DLC coming for Shadows at some point. Star Wars Outlaws DLC's out that we need to go and check out. There's quite a lot going on, and it's keeping up at the minute is horrendous. And I can't have any more streams in either, that's the problem. Can't stream at night because I'll just be asleep in stream. Can't stream morning and then afternoon because it doesn't kind of work. I need more of a break. So we are struggling to keep up with the amount of games we've got on the go at the minute. So please bear with us. And yeah, I need to get episodic content back up and running properly. Editing yesterday was a nightmare. Kept falling in it. The problem with editing at the minute and me being drowsy, I have got a sleep study coming up. To be fair, I got the email yesterday. I'm doing it at home now. I don't have to travel anywhere. Hopefully that will give us some answers. I know it's only checking our oxygen levels at night, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, it's this way. It's a start of trying to work out what's going on. The doctor yesterday I spoke to was rubbish. But yeah, one video now, it's roughly 20 to 30 minute video, editing and all that good stuff, takes roughly 2 hours, because for an hour and a half of that I'm asleep, on and off. I'll be, doing something, then I'll fall asleep, doing something else, fall asleep, and I can't stop it, no matter what I try. I even tried making sure I was in absolute agony, pain-wise, to stop me falling asleep. Didn't work. So I'm trying to get their episodic content. I hate the fact we're not consistent with it like we used to be. But until I can get this under control, kind of in a no-win situation. Okay, then we can now start seeing how this road is going to go by moving the sand. This will tell us a lot about how this is going to look. The big thing was delivering the truck that you got stuck on. Absolutely. That was a nightmare. Oh, you were saying about asphalt, Crazy Ashman. I'm sure it won't work. Let's just try this. So, asphalt destruction. I know the blade of control, so you can tilt it. I don't know why you want to tilt it that way, but it doesn't even go down. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can't do anything to it. Doesn't damage in game. It's only I thought I'd read when it came up and told us about it. I thought I'd read where it said only works on your own asphalt. I think that's what it says in the tips that you get. Okay, nice and slow. Obviously we don't really know how this is going to work. We may need more sand here as well. We don't know really until we start flattening. Going downhill isn't a problem. That's not an issue out on our road. As long as it's nice and flat, down here won't be a problem. Okay. So we've got a little downhill section. We want a little left and right here. So far, so good though. Around there. This was a bit concerned about because there's going to be a drop off to the left, so you have to be very careful how you drive it. So far though, I don't think that looks too bad. And then we're going across to there. It's not going to be this. It's not designed to be straight. We're trying to go around all the damage and stuff done by the earthquake, but actually, I think that's not too bad. And the vehicles they generally use, the area used for delivering stuff, generally aren't the best when it comes to speed. So this little downhill bit may speed them up. What a thing we do. We go and tarmac the start of this now. I know it's just starting to rain and shouldn't really tarmac in the rain, should you? I'm a bit concerned about these rocks here, to be fair. Hopefully there won't be a problem. Right, I think, to break this up a bit, let's go and get the tarmacking done. Primero, good morning, how are you? Thank you. We're slowly getting there. Tarmac, the thing is we have to drive this. This is going to take time to drive this there. I know we talk about automatically getting it there, but I think we'll just drive it. It's not actually as far as you think it is. It gives me a chance to have a drink while we're driving this. Because it's not going to be the quickest. Take low gear off as well. There we go. Give it a bit more speed. Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's going to take as long as we think. I think we save the fuel until we really desperately need it, because we just don't know what it's going to be for. There might be a map where the only way of getting to your vehicles to where you want is to send them to your mobile base. I'd rather have that ability just in case. But yeah, the heavy equipment transporter may be able to carry these. I don't think we've used it, the heavy transporter, to be fair. Maybe we should try it. At some point. That's the only thing I think we've got that's able to carry stuff. But even that doesn't look big enough. I don't think you can strap vehicles down, which then begs the question, what happens if they fall off? Like the truck this morning, yeah. I can't believe there's nothing else instead of the Wayfarer, because and we need something else instead of the Wayfarer to sell my truck. There might be something, we're just going to wait till we unlock it as we get higher up level, but I do want something other than the Wayfarer, because that is horrendous. It's just ridiculous, that Wayfarer. Okay, this will be a right turn. We can get the first bit of the road done, and then we can roll it afterwards. It just basically splits up the monotony of doing, doesn't it? Makes it a little bit easier to do half and half, or quarter and a quarter. And then we've got to make this bridge. which wouldn't be too difficult to be fair. We to transport the what we need won't be too bad. It's not a massive gap, so I'm thinking it's only going to be like 4 concrete blocks. There's only for sure trips and overloaded, possibly. You would have thought a semi truck though would be used for more than just short journeys. I'm not overloading it, yeah. Them steel beams that we kind of had issues with yesterday, and it carrying them. It doesn't look like there's a lot, although there's 10 steel beams. I suppose that weight, because when you had the pipes on the back, they looked a lot. It looked heavy because they were quite big. The steel beams aren't as big, so you kind of don't think about how heavy they are. Maybe the weight was quite horrific, even compared to the pipes. But because they're so small and you get so many on the back, it doesn't seem the same. That's the only thing I can think. But then there's no excuse for how it was this morning, because it was horrendous. Right, up the hill, we're nearly there, and then we can start tarmacking, asphalting. So we call it tarmac in this country, in the UK. I think asphalt is American, isn't it? I don't know which one's the correct term, to be fair though. Are they different, asphalt and tarmac? It might be like 2 completely different things, I'm not sure, to be fair. Let's have a look. Tarmac and asphalt. They're road surfacing materials. They are different. Asphalt is a general term for a mixture of aggregates and bitumen. Tarmac is a more specific term for a mixture of crushed stone or gravel with tar. Hey! Hey! Whoa! Is it a hurry? That route's still going. We don't get any rewards from it anymore, but I don't normally cancel them if there are no issues. It is a bit rude, wasn't it? Asphalt is generally more durable, but less prone to damage from fuel spills, can be recycled. Ah, tarmac is cheaper and quicker to install, less durable, more susceptible to damage. I didn't know that. I think we do tarmac a lot more in this country, more than anything else though. I don't think we asphalt as such. Mainly because our roads in the UK break down so much. He was definitely in a rush. He wasn't happy with us, was he? Crawling along that's all. I think they need to add that in. I've not said anything that they need to add in so far, but I do think they should add in a speedometer, just so you can see the speed. Because we're probably going 1 or 2 miles an hour maybe. But we're here. We are at the start of our road to get ourselves to the oil station. That's why we get more potholes. Exactly. Because we don't use asphalt, we use tarmac. Oil station, that was what I was trying to say. Right, Pave directions get activated. This may not be perfect to start with, but we'll see how we go. Slowly does it. I'm going to slow it down in low range. I do think going slow when doing this does make a big difference. Especially knowing I've got a downhill section coming up. There's some rocks there I'm going to kind of catch, aren't I? I don't really want to catch it. Okay. We are still putting this down, going backwards as well, to be fair. Turn left. It doesn't like turning left it. Did not like that at all. There's a lot of rocks stacked on this side as well. Okay. Stop there. Turn that off. To be fair, it's not that bad a turn. We can then go a bit more on this edge here, just so you can take it a little bit wider and stay away from the rocks, I think. We get it up. Come on. Are we caught on that rock there? Yeah, if we swing it, trying to swing this round is not fun. The one thing I'm also glad of, we don't need to keep refilling this. I know Construction Simulator, you have to keep refilling one of these, don't you? It's something similar. Luckily for us, on this we don't have to. There we go. Got a little bit there. I'm not going to get much more, I don't think. Yeah, okay. I think that's okay. Obviously, it's all gonna be whether the turn here is too sharp. I know the rocks are annoying, but there's not much we can do about them really. They're just there. Okay, tarmac this bit. I'm actually not turning it, that's doing it itself there, so it's struggling with the slope. That rock, isn't it, that's the problem. Again, I don't want anything to roll over, so we've got to be careful on that left-hand edge, but we can still have some tarmac to radiate. So if you do roll, or do go down a little bit, you should be able to grip enough to keep on. Struggling there, isn't it? What's going on there? Can't get it to turn. Come back. Just could not get it to go where I wanted there. So everything else you have to refill. Exactly. So this, you don't have to refill all that stuff. The only thing really is sand. That we've seen so far anyway, I'm guessing we may not have to do much more than sand. Okay, I think we're kind of there. Yeah, I think we're there. I don't think we can really do much more really, to be fair. I think that's as much as we can do for the top minute. There's it's a little bit tight there, so in that little bit there, when we plot a route, we're just got to be a bit careful, I think, but I think it's doable. So, we now need our roller to finish this off, to be a proper road. And there he is. We do need to look at upgrading the roller and probably the asphalt as well. I think at some point we'll have to upgrade those. This is the rusty version still, and so is the asphalt paver. So obviously the other vehicles would be quicker, stronger, better at what they do. So yeah, I think that's probably our next look at upgrading those two maybe. But in the meantime, we've got to use what we've got. I think this is the first road we've laid properly that wasn't a mission road. But we've got to do this to manage another mission. So although it's not telling you to do it, this makes the most sense for another mission that we need to complete. But yeah, I think this is the first we've done it for our own back. It isn't a bad thing. You could do so much. You could spend hours on each map redoing every road surface if you really wanted to. I think that's where some of the replayability comes in. But we'll see. We do need to go back to the second map to look at our infrastructure missions though. Because I think I'm right in what I think in terms of the extra pipes and stuff that just give money and XP. I think they're the ones that we're missing there. Although doing missing 11 is a lot. It could still be the routes as well, but I don't think it is. You think it sinks into the ground? Okay. I know there was an update to this the other day, the way it made little changes. And I think it made the asphalt steering was meant to be better, I think they said on it. Well, I remember. All I find with the asphalt layer is it has a mind of its own a lot of the time, and you kind of just need to let it do its thing, and then calms down off his own little tantrum, and you can use it again. Okay. Come up to the right hand turn after the bridge. We're nearly there. Right hand turn here, follow the road up, then it's right at the road, the crossover for the train tracks, and then we do our road. I don't think so. This is that long today, this road though, so far. And look, to be fair, we're going to need to use this road ourselves because we're going to need to get to deliver one of the it's a mining equipment needs to go nearby, and this road will help that as well, I think. Rather than having to go cross country and hope we can miss all the holes from the earthquake. The earthquake has definitely devastated this place, which is the whole point. I'm wondering what the next map we go to, which is Communicado, is. I'm guessing it's all about communication, you know, power lines and stuff like that, on radio stations and things. But to be the third map and be a lot trickier than the second, it's definitely a big change. Which makes you wonder about Communicado could be the same, when it could be as tricky. It isn't a bad thing, you know, if it was, we're going to get beat up. I'm moving. Yeah, I'm out of the way, sorry. I don't know what beep is. There we go, there's more one. But yeah, all the maps could gain this level of difficulty, which means you're spending hours on each map, which is good. I think it'd be really bad if we were doing a map a day. I think, you know, the enjoyment would be gone. It's got to be tricky, it's got to be time consuming, otherwise you're not really doing anything. I know you can do as little as you want or as much as you want, to be fair. It looks like you have to 100% the main missions though to open up the next map. So anything under that, if you don't do all the main missions, which makes sense because that's the story and why you're here. The rest of it is all side missions, are all trying to just help everyone else. Right, train track coming up on our right hand side. And then we can start rolling the bit of tarmac we've done. And then we'll carry on laying sand further forward. And then we're going to need to move some of the debris from inside the oil station. We only moved some just to get the Wayfarer through for its delivery, but we're going to need to move more, I think. But we have got the mule with crane there already. That's doable. So as you notice, when you play the thing, one upgraded, open no issues, and it's hope the roll doesn't get rude. You get a rude driver. Right, we don't need to do anything. We don't need to switch anything on. We just need to drive over the tarmac. Roll it flat. I don't think I'm rude as a driver, to be fair. You go more on this edge a little bit. So the edges actually don't roll, I've just noticed. There must be a certain amount distance wise on each side that won't roll on purpose as an edge. Which concerns me a little bit when we're doing this bit. Okay. I think that's alright. That looks okay. Gets around the stones pretty well. Might get logging. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's very true. Okay. Dump truck time. We've obviously got a lot more sand here. So we are... This bit here, we want to keep working this way. So on the grey kind of bits. Okay. So here definitely. Hopefully we should still be in the distance to refill. No, are we out of the refill distance? Just. Okay, so now we are going to need to keep going back to refill here. Because we're out of the refill distance. For our mobile quarry. Find that. So what we'll do, we'll flatten this out in a minute. Just so we can move around here a bit easier. Don't tip, don't tip, don't tip. Thought that was going for a minute then. Okay, there's a tree that could potentially be a problem. Sometimes you can snap the trees while driving over them. I know you meant the driver. I know you did. Right. Now, I don't know. I think if we drive, we can probably move this a little bit more this way, and then it'll just save driving that. I think that's doable. As our mobile quarry. We can get through the trees here. I think it's doable. A refill as well. Can we get through those trees? Possibly. I mean, some trees will fall down if we hit hard enough. Smaller ones. Trying to see is the problem sometimes in these areas. I do like this truck. It just brute forces its way for everything. It saved itself on the bridge when he fell off the bridge near the castle. Saved itself amazingly well. I know it's a simple truck that doesn't, you know, it does a fair bit for us. There we go. We can now refill from here without having to keep moving. It just goes through everything, just keeps going. I just noticed what you said, Crazy, just as I did it. Okay. Might have to just put this over the tree. Okay, so that. How are we looking there? Again, it's when you flatten it when you really understand what if you've done enough. I think we have there. Of automatic tipping there. It flows, trophy achieved. I'm assuming it's the amount of sand we've laid for that one. Again, we haven't looked at trophies. For any game we play on the channel, we don't look at trophies until we finish the game. In terms of what are required for what. So if there's any missables, we'll never get them platinum. I know there's 44 trophies in total, but what we just got, it flows this poor 500 tons of sand. It's a lot of sand. Okay, and basically with there, I want to just go make sure we are really at the end here. But I think that's the end. Why are you unable to refill tipper? What? Okay, well, I think we might be out of sand on our mobile one. But I think that's it. I think that's our road complete. Obviously, we still need to do a bridge next, but that is our road, I believe. Let's park this up to the side for the minute. We may need more in some areas, so we may still need more sand, but for the minute, that job is done. Right, sand flattening. I think we're going to need more sand here, to be fair. We can only tarmac where there's sand. If there's no sand, it won't tarmac. And here is lacking sand. Massively. Okay, we're going to have to... We'll flatten what we can just to make it easier to bring the sand back. But we're going to need sand here. Otherwise we won't get any tarmac down. Sand over this kind of bumpy area here. And then we are going uphill here. Okay. We are going to need a bit of them two places. Look, definitely going to need sand there. I think our mobile quarry's out of sand. Yeah. This needs to reverse a bit. We can refill. There we go. Refill with sand. Come on, refill. There we go. It can be a bit dodgy refilling sometimes. Doesn't like doing it. Okay, back we go. Should be fine there. And then this one. So yeah, a couple of places we need to put some sand, as we saw. Might be easier reversing it, to be fair. We've already flattened quite a lot of it. But yeah, there's a little bit of humps that we kind of missed, a little bit of sand we need to do. So this is fine. As we go up here, okay, there's a little bit here, and there's a bit here. Okay. What we do, that can now be spread forward, and then this bit here, again, we should be able to spread that over the bits we need. That's the hope anyway. That's fully down. Okay, let's back up here. Fairly easy route to drive, especially at a bit of speed there, wasn't a problem. Now, the only issue we're going to have is this. Because obviously we need to level that out forwards, not any other direction. Could do with giving that rock as well, to be fair. We may be able to do it actually when we start paving or asphalting. Up the hill. Right, our first part is there. I don't want to spread it, because we want to be the other side of it. Same as this one. Other side of it, and then we can spread. There we go. That one now should cover the bit that didn't have any sand. And the next bit as well. So yeah, if there's no sand, you can't asphalt. If you leave a little tiny bit, it's not the end of the world. I'd like it to be complete if we can. I think we've done it there. Yeah. I've got that rock that's not going to move. It's all good. It's all gravy. Right, I think we're done with that. Asphalting time. Can't redo it without a rock at the minute. Asphalting time, and then rolling, and then road complete. And then it's build a bridge. Okay, we'll just chuck this to the tree so it's out of the way. Asphalt that. And then roll it. So we see if we've made any major errors. Slowly does it. Doesn't like this bit. Come on. What are you having an issue with? Oh, that rock. Is it that rock causing all the issues? I think it is. The annoying thing is, there's nothing I can do about it. I think we're stuck on the hill here. Let's do that. Yeah, it doesn't like that rock. What I'm trying to do is push it down the hill if I can. Not close enough. There we go. Should be out of our way enough now. Maybe a little bit more to the left here. It's not liking this bit, to be fair. I think it's because the front end is digging in. There we go. We might need to do this, go back a bit just to get this edge here. There we go. But yeah, it definitely didn't like that originally. Come on. I left a bit of sand quite high here. This could be a potential issue. I've got another rock, haven't I? Drive past rock, swing round, knock rock. No, I can't knock that rock. It's too small. Trying to make it so the rock is an issue, but doesn't like it. Okay. I think it won't be an issue there. The sand's an issue here, you can see. I left it high. So I'm going to go backwards for a little bit. That should be okay. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect. But at the end of the day, this is just a road so we can make vehicles move across it easier and get this space back up and running. I don't think these roads are meant to be permanent fixtures come the end of the day. Hasn't taken that long. I know. I'm just doing a time thing. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay. Just having some issues here. Doesn't like this bit at all. Can't see what it's stuck on though, unless there's a rock in front of me that I can't see. So it's really having issues there. Nothing there stopping it. I think it's because we're going into the side there. I think we're alright. Yeah, there we go. Now this rock coming up potentially could pose a problem. I think this tree's also causing a problem. I don't think it likes hills. I think that's some of the issue sometimes. It doesn't like hills. Right, that will be a problem. Shall we remove that, potentially? Oh, should be. Where's the rock? There it is. Fall down the hole. But yeah, I don't think this likes uphills. It prefers level grounds a lot of the time. Well, that rock should be out of the way enough, to be fair. Come on. Nearly there. Up the slope, and then we're just going to roll it, and that's done. And then bridge time. Doing this at a weird angle, I'm not sure why. But we're getting that. Come on. Last little push. Oh, don't do that. No. Last little push, come on. Last little bit. Really doesn't like that bit, does it? Just trying to get the join, but doesn't really like this join bit. Much I'd hope. Oh, there we go. It's going to go down the slope, isn't it? Has it got power to get out? No. I think this is stuck here now. Not that it's the end of the world, because the road is done. So next time we need this, we'll pull it from there anyway. Let's not waste too much time trying to rescue when there's no need to. Right, let's get the rest of this road done, and then we'll sort this bridge out. But I think that's not too bad. And as I say, these aren't meant to be permanent roads, I believe. I think these are short-term fixes, hence why you can destroy your own roads. Just to make the place up and running again. Patchwork trophy achieved. I'm guessing we've rolled a certain amount of asphalt or something. Gaining trophies today without realising what they're for. Why this in my head only because I've got loads of points I need to spend. If anyone here is taking part in PlayStation Stars where you earn points for completing certain challenges or buying games, and you have points to spend, you need to spend them soon rather than later, because I think I can't remember when it is, on PlayStation Stars is finishing, is stopping. Any points you haven't spent, you lose. So if you've got points in PlayStation Stars to spend, you need to spend them as soon as you can. I think it's end of year, but I could be wrong, it could be sooner than that. So if you've got PlayStation Stars and have unused points to spend them. I know I've got like £20 worth of voucher I can get. So yeah, definitely worth doing before they stop it. Right, our road is built. I like the fact you can see it on the map. It's a bit patchwork, admittedly, and that's what the trophy said, to be fair. What was that the trophy for? Patchwork. Pave 1,000 meters squared of asphalt. I didn't think we'd paved that much, but that's saying we have really. That surprises me. Right, our next port of call is a bridge. And it's a bridge from here to here. Now, what vehicle? Let's just quickly jump in this. I just want to go and visually see it first. And then we're going to go make the concrete and then bring it here. Which, bringing it here isn't a problem. We've got trucks that can do that. This route now is doable, now we've got the road in. But, it's this. That's what we've got to build across. I really should put handbrakes on as a habit. That's what we've got to build across. I don't think it's that much of a problem, to be fair. I always do wide. I prefer wide bridges to non-wide. My issue when I do this is I can never get this to go straight. Doesn't like it there. Okay. So we'd come off there, which I don't think that fence moves. So I think we need to be further this way, maybe. I prefer wide just because I think anything that's not wide, you're more likely to fall off. I want to be kind of... Is that going to... Oh, okay, the start's not right. Yeah, it's not going to do it from there. Right, let's try a thinner one. May work better. Yes, yeah, thinner one works to there. We need 3 concrete slabs for that, which isn't many. There, I think that works. We'll know more where we actually put it up, but I think that does it. Lane road. End of November is it? Yeah. Just trying to remind people to make sure to spend them. Right, we need 3 concrete slabs for that. And for that, we need... Where are we making concrete slabs? No. Slab factory here. Okay, we have got a crane already here. So we can use the crane to drag stuff around. There we go. Anchors up. Right, we need to look for stuff. We need to look for stuff that we can put in there to make 3 concrete slabs. Then we store them in our storage. Then we take them out of our other storage and deliver them, and that should be job done. Okay. In terms of resources, right, we're looking for these ones here, the lighter blue, essentially. So that's too dark. They've got a load over here, actually. Is there anything bigger, though? The big ones obviously give us what we need quicker. So is there anything big nearby that's light blue? It doesn't look like there is, to be fair. See, that's all dark blue, isn't it? Doesn't help us. Okay. I think we are going to have to drive and just drag things here then. I was hoping there was some bigger bits nearby, just to make our life a little bit easier, but obviously not. Right, first piece. Drag it in, see what this gives. We only need 3 slabs in total, which isn't that many really. Got 1 already, that's 1 slab. Okay, there's 1 there. Annoyingly, unless we get a trailer here, it is one at a time. Yeah, we did know that from last time, didn't we? We said about that. There's still some here though, so we're okay for a minute. But yeah, I think after these three, we will be out. Any more bridges, we're going to have to get them from elsewhere. But yeah, we spoke about that, didn't we, last time, to be fair. That should give us 2. Yep, 1 more needed. That's metal. So you gotta be careful you're picking up. You don't want something you don't need. Another slab over here. And then around the other side of it. And then we're kind of out of slabs here. So yeah, next time, further afield. There is a big pile nearby, to be fair. Right, we're in. Is that enough? There's now. Yeah, 1 more needed. One just to our left here. That should be enough. Yeah, we're kind of out of any material here now. But this should be plenty. Was that not enough? That wasn't enough, that one. Thought it would be. That's annoying. There is one just to our left here. Bit kind of trapped underneath the vehicle, to be fair. There it is. Luckily we don't have to go too far. Still not enough. Still need what? Still need a bit more. The wheels there can only be sold, they can't be recycled. They're rubber. There's one more here. Okay, that should be enough. Dennis, good morning, how are you? There we go, 3 slabs done. Ah, we'd already had 3, there's 1 already there. Now, we can't just do any, we can't just take these, we need to put them in storage first. So we need a vehicle to move them from to and fro, which we have here. The Voron is ready and waiting for us. This will, we can load the 3 onto the Voron, and then the Voron can quickly drive them to us to put them there, and that's that bit then done. I've gone the wrong way, haven't I, here? Where are we going? I was going the complete wrong way. Still don't know the map very well, especially these bits we haven't been very often. Very read on the recycling when we need it. We haven't done it just for the sake of doing it, so it's so easy to miss a turn. And then that's everywhere, all disappeared. Yeah, they don't transfer. So if you go back to your first map, I reckon they're still there, because I saw on my maps earlier, the 2 we've already done, it says the materials are still in storage there. you can't send them across from one to another. It's not a major negative though, is it? You can still use them on that map if you go back to do extra stuff. Right. That should be fine there. Crane. I like it when the crane doesn't actually have to move very much. Makes life so much easier. There we go. Don't do that. There we go. Am I maxed out there? Not quite close enough to put in brilliantly. No, I'm just short of it. Right, I'm just going to quickly move the ball on, slightly in the wrong position there. Okay, back to crane. I think I'm on the whole truck though, yeah, I am. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect because we are going to unload them and chuck them in storage, but I kind of want it safe on there. The Voron's one of our rusty vehicles, so it's not the best. If I need to move back to storage, I do that. There we go. Take out 2 more. Anthony, good morning, how are you? I think I'm a little bit too far away now. Doing well for Friday, absolutely. Okay. Number 2. Same, that'll do. I think I'm messing around a bit too much with these. They don't have to be perfect because they're just going to be transported in storage. They're not going that far. If I'm trying to make them perfectly flat and level, I don't think we need to. It's not going very far. Okay, perfect. It's not perfect, but it's fine. We can now strap our load. That is ready to rumble. We can go and get these delivered. They're there to use. Exactly, there to use, aren't they? Right, let's go. Storage time, and then we can then get a different vehicle, deliver them to the bridge, and then we're just going to clear a route of debris in the oil station, and then that's job done. We kind of wish we knew, but why does it matter what sex people are, male or female? Why does it matter? You can have the same conversation with both. Okay, straps off. There we go. Storage done. So now we jump to our base over here. Say over here. It's actually further away than you think. I'm going to need a crane. Do we just pull the mule over? I think we go inside. The mule is already over there, but if we just put it in anyway, we can do 2 jobs at once here. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Let's retain that, bring it back. Because it can use its own crane to load itself. Resources, we want 3 concrete slabs. Get these loaded and then we're good to go. Yeah, I just don't understand why you'd say that. You kind of wish we... Yeah, why are you saying it again? And it's not funny. As I say, what's the difference? Right, let's get these in. Right, take them away. Camera angle doesn't help sometimes. That's him. I think that sometimes I faff around too much with these when I can just get them in. Okay, probably don't want that swinging underneath the vehicle. But yeah, I do think I faff around a little bit too much with these. I just need to get them in and done and off. Still do struggle with these cranes though. Okay, be a bit back heavy, that should be fine. Come on, last little one. I think I did too low that I'm definitely getting caught on below it. Okay, not really ideal. That'll do. That'll do. Cargo is strapped. It's not the best loading in the world, but it's in. I could be there faffing for ages, but I don't think we need to. Yeah, if you're going a long way, then I think fine. This is quite a long way, but I think it'll be fine. It's only 3. We have put 7 on before, and then it gets a little bit dodgy then when you're overloaded. Okay, so out of here, we'll just follow the route we did until we get to our road, and then we're there. Obviously, I don't want to tip over, although if we do, at least we've got the crane to save ourselves. I've got the wrong camera on the house, there you go. Right, let's go. And then the bridge is built, so that's infrastructure we've put on ourselves to make our life easier. A bridge and a road. And then we can clear the debris inside for the route we're going to use, and then set the route up, and that can be going. And then we can go off and do something else. I still want to do that one pipe that's worth a fortune in XP. I think that's worth doing. Because it's the XP that unlocks new vehicles. So I do think it's worth doing. One of our roads that we built previously. This was one we was told to build though. I do prefer the roads we built on the other side of the bridge on this map. No, last map in fact I think it was. This one was last, I can't remember. One of the maps anyway, where we made it too wide. It did make a massive difference. But it obviously takes more resources, or only sand. It takes longer. But yeah, too wide is definitely better if there's room for it at the very least. And we get the first full drive of our new road as well. Because no one's driven it fully yet. So not yet. But we're about to test it out. Right, eyes were not finding them. Alright, get in there. Up here, make a right when we get near the train line. And then it's our road time. I do like the way the straps make it work. Instead of, going through the material. There are a couple of gaps, but they actually do try and make it work where possible. Okay, over the train line. And then it's our road time. Take it a little bit easy on our road, obviously freshly laid. Don't want to mess it up already. Let's see how we go. As I say, it's going to be interesting when we set a route up, see how they manage on it. There are some places where I think it could be a bit dodgy, but we've done it as best as we can. A bit too far to the right there. Over the tree that's been asphalted in. Come on. Too far to the left, that's why I've done issues. Not a masterpiece, is it? But it works. So that's the important thing. Doesn't matter what it looks like as long as it works. And yeah, it definitely works. Right. Bridge time. We're going to test that out straight away as well. There we go, bridge is done. It's a bit of a turn actually to get into that though, isn't it? I didn't realise how bad that turn was really. It's doable though. Right, for the mission that we're actually doing this for, let's have a look. So, oil stations here, we've got to get that out to our road, so we need to pick a route. I think we need to move a load of these. So we start applying from there, yeah, I think we move these here, and that gets us through. And since, there's these as well actually. So we're going to need to chuck a few of these out of the way. When you beat your first bridge, there were 9 says I did one load of 4 and one load of 5. That was dodgy, was it? Yeah. I think sometimes if you don't need many, it's you're kind of like, I can make it work. Okay, Anthony. We don't need to know if you're still here or not, you know. That's true, the dozer can push them out of the way, can't it? That's a good shout. Right, Anthony, this is your first and only warning. There's no reason to say that. Male or female makes no difference. That's the third time you've said the same thing. That's a good shout, Crazy Irishman. We can use the actual dozer, can't we? Okay, we'll grab the dozer to use instead then. That's not a bad shout. Should be able to push these out of the way, hopefully. And that will create. We only need to move 2 lots and then we can create the route and that's job done. And then I want to have a look at this pipe, if we can. Oh, for time. 45 minutes? Just leave them in. You're not kidding when you said it 3 times though, Anthony. So again, first warning and last warning. If you were only kidding, you would have said it once, not 3 times. Okay, round we go. I'm a bit concerned about how the vehicles that we route are going to do that turn. Time to tell, I suppose. Right, let's see if we can get rid of a load of these quickly and just push them out of the way. Not too bad. Obviously, I don't really know where I'm putting them at the minute. I just need to make a route that we can get through. And that works there. If there was an easier way of recycling these, like a closer place to go recycle these, I'd do that, to be fair. But there's not one nearby, not a closer one anyway. The last lot we need to do is over here. Oh, don't go down there. No. Whoa. Lost control of them for a minute. Right. Again, doesn't really matter what ones we move, as long as we move some. Just so our vehicle can get round. Go on. We're rolling. There we go. Okay. Now we can plan our route. And hopefully this works. I'm so hoping after all that hard work this works perfectly. So, out of here, down here, come along here, go all the way down here. My only concern is the bridge and the tight turn. I'm hoping we're okay. Yeah, it seems to be. Cross the bridge to there. If we try and come straight off the bridge there, I will move that vehicle in a second as well, so it doesn't get stuck. And then our road time. Okay, we've got to focus on where we're putting these markers because I don't want it to go off the edge, so we may have to put markers quite close together here, just to be sure. The AI is quite good, to be fair, in this, but just on the off chance they're having a bad day, I don't want them to suddenly go off road and there's no reason they should. My eyes keep going phone, which doesn't help. Okay. Right, then we're taking these two drop-off points there, so actually straight across. Actually, don't do that. We've had it. I took that. We can't see it on the map, but actually here there is a concrete barrier in the middle here. We had this before, so we've got to be a bit careful there on their turn. You can see the other route that is still ongoing. That's here. Done. Dispatch vehicles there. I need to quickly move a vehicle, don't I? I've got that's in the way. This one here. Chuck it over here so it's out of the way. Job done. Right, we'll let that route carry on. It will come up and tell us if it fails. We'll deal with that if it does. Hopefully that is going to be tight. Yeah, that's the thing, it's a swing. Screwdriver, right, like I said, a joke's a joke, and that's fine, Anthony, but when you say the same thing 3 times, it's not a joke anymore. There's nothing wrong with saying jokes, but you know. There's AI in the game. You can say jokes, but don't repeat the same thing 3 times. That's all I'm saying, Anthony. Stop repeating it. Right, that's doing its thing. Right, what I said I wanted to do next was the pipe. This one is worth an absolute fortune in XP, which will massively jump our level, which may unlock new vehicles. Now, we know where it is. It's really high up. It's not that one, actually. It's this one over here, and it is really high up. Where is it? I swear, we have seen it. Where is it? It's not that one there. Is it this bridge here? Where is it? I know it's there. There we go, it's there. So we actually have been going underneath it. That's one we need to fix. So, for that we need to make a pipe. So before anything, we need to go to a pipe place and make a pipe. So, one that's concrete slabs. I'd like it near a base if we can, just makes life easy. Because you're going to have to move it to a base to bring it north. We've got one there, but we haven't... It's not near a base, is it? As such. Although from there, actually, hang on. If we make it in here, can we not then just take it straight? Yeah, we could. We could then drive it straight there. Now, I'm hoping our mule crane can actually do this on its own. Because the only concern is it's not tall enough. Oh yeah, I can place a marker there, can't I? Good point. I keep forgetting about the markers. Just don't use them, that's the thing. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I know. Back over here. Right, place a marker. That'll do. Yeah, that'll do. There, perfect. Right. Where's the mule now? The mule is over here, isn't it? We could drive it. I just thought we could actually watch this convoy. Why is he stuck? Come on. Don't tell me you're getting stuck. You can get up there. Okay, we might have to go and fix that. Because he won't make it up there. Just turn left. All he needs to do is turn left. Yeah, okay, route's broken down because he didn't turn left. We'll grab the mule. Because we're going to use that in a minute anyway. There. That's not a bad shout actually. While we're here, let's quickly grab some pipe and put it in the back. Because we need this for making a pipe. We might as well grab this and recycle it. Might as well take material with us if we can. I'm not sure what we're going to do about that, not being able to get up there. I'm using it on camera to be fair, there we go. We do need to fix that route. Because that's not mission complete otherwise. Well, we'll get a couple of these in the back and then we'll go and see what we can do about that. Don't really know. A bit more asphalt maybe? A bit more sand and a bit more asphalt there. Put that one over there. I don't want to be too far away to grab it. Yeah. What about this one over here? There we go. Right, get this one on the back. I think maybe sand, a bit more tarmac and then a bit of rolling maybe. I don't really know what else we can do with that, where that is to be fair. You're going to sit in the middle. Sit in the middle for me, please. Stay. That's because this one's at an angle. There we go. That one would have sat there right if I'd done that first time round. Yeah, two birds, one stone, exactly. Come on. This is why I really struggle with these last little bits in. Trying to make sure it's in the right place. Why is that rolling out every time? Okay, I'll give up. It doesn't want to go with us, it doesn't want to go with us. Crane, bold crane, anchors in. Back cargo. We've got two, it's better than nothing. We need to go and work out what to do. I could push him. I don't know how many times we're going to use that route. I could potentially push him up there. That's all it takes. I don't think it's got much to go. The first one made it up, but then I don't know if the other one pushed it. And that could be why it made it up on its own accord. I don't know. I don't know if we're just going to lay a bit more tarmac, maybe. I didn't think it was that bad, that where it got stuck. We'll go where it got stuck and have a look. I didn't expect them to be really big tankers, that's the thing. I thought they were going to be smaller vehicles going that route. But the fact they're tankers does change things slightly. Because some of this is quite thin for what they are. But they made it all the way to... Where was it they got stuck? That one there, wasn't it? Okay, got stuck there. I'll just dispatch the vehicle, we'll catch it up and see where it's stuck. It's actually started it in a really awkward location. But where it is now, it's going to fall off and fail. That's down to where it started off though. I'd have to restart the whole route, I think, to fix that. There's no way. They're starting it in a really awkward location, so it just falls off every time. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, if I dispatch vehicles, it's going to fall off straight away. No, he's not. He needs to reverse quickly. I don't think I can grab him either. I was going to say, can I grab him and put him up? Yeah, no, I can't even grab him. Yeah, I'm not even able to grab him. Okay, the only way through this, I think, then, I know it's going to fail, is to restart the route. There's no point in them starting them there. I think the problem is the rocks on this left-hand side. And I don't think I can pick up these rocks either, can I? No. I wondered if I could pick up the rocks and move them manually, but I don't think I can. It's this corner, I think, is the issue. And I can see the issue, to be fair. I think what we do, we'll drive past it. See, moving the rocks in case you're driving through may be the best way. Oh, try to change the camera back. I think it could. The thing is that as well with routes like this, it can also just be one of those things that went wrong once. Once you get it sorted. I didn't do that. I've got to do the whole route, plan the whole route again. I thought that was to clear that. No, okay, let's plan it again. I think we know that's an issue. We can then be a bit more careful with how we do that bit. But yeah, I was going to actually play with how we've done them. Didn't realize I was deleting the whole thing. It's annoying. Right. Over the bridge. Off the bridge. Down the road. And then on to our road. So. Nice and simple here. Just smaller ones when it needs to get a bit careful. Now we know they're big tankers as well. That does make a difference in terms of plotting out on here. Because you kind of want to keep them away from the sides where possible. Whereas before we thought they were going to be small vehicles. And no, they're actually big tankers. Let's just change things a little bit. We come into a failure point as well. I can't actually see the road very well, to be fair. I may be taking that a little bit too tight, I'm not sure. Might be alright, we'll see. Thing is, until they start driving it, you don't know. Right, we're going to watch out for the concrete barrier. Down here, and then job done. So it can, but sometimes it can be really annoying and just not move. That's the thing. Right, I've dispatched them anyway. We're still making our way to where we're going, so we'll ignore it for the minute and see what happens. We need to get to the pipe making place over here. So we need to. There's a route there. Take a right in a second, essentially. We may even have enough for one pipe right straight away, I'm hoping. How are we doing time wise? 11:30, half an hour left. Okay, we have cleared a path through here previously. We'll try and use that if we can. Yeah, straight ahead. All we need is one pipe, that's all we need to make. So I'm hoping there is enough on us. If not, there's plenty of stuff around, to be fair. Plenty of recyclables. All this wood waiting around there. We can't make a wooden bridge because we haven't got wood vehicles yet. But the amount of wood laying around, have I taken a wrong turn here? How am I? Yeah, that's definitely not a through route. Yeah, Dozer possibly could move them, but it can also just make them go haywire. There's a load of concrete debris here. Oh, okay, the other way, that way. I see where I went wrong here. We squeezed round. Okay. Vehicle failed. Is it the same place? No, it failed there. Okay, I must have made that too tight on the plan then. For that to be found in there, I've made that a bit too tight. Definitely the first time. Right. Should make him go this way and come straight, to be fair. Let's do that. Add a new point in here. And here. It's going to tell me it's too tight. Right. Why are we adding them in from there? Yeah, let's move this there. Make that a bit too tight there, but I'm just going to make it so it's not as tight a turn, because it's going to moan about it. No. There you go. Hopefully that will do it. Maybe it won't. Turn circles horrendous. Look at that. Never going to make that turn. It's too big. Yeah. Okay. That was a bad idea. So, original plan stands then. Just going to be squarer when they come to here, essentially. Let's try that. Because I think that's all the issue is. They're just not the right angle when they approach the bridge. See, that back end is coming around slowly. How does that look? So I don't know whether that back end can make it round. So you're having trouble getting up there. She's struggling with. No one just pushed him. That's fine, but yeah, you're both not going to get on there at once, are you? These people, I tell you. I was only saying the other day how good the AI has been on this. I take it back. Okay, they made it here, they got stuck there. Let's move that a little bit to this side. They weren't meant to be getting stuck on the bridge. Right, let's try that again. The start point for them isn't fantastic, admittedly. Yeah, this start point here they keep using is horrendous. Let's try that. Yeah, turn, turn, turn. Straight, straight, straight. Straight on? Or are you going to have issues? Because why can't... I don't understand why you can't get on the bridge. Crazy Archman, sorry. Zeno, good morning, how are you? Thank you for the like calls, much appreciated. How are you today, Zeno? I don't understand the problem it's having there. I've got the... Where is it? Tipper here. Maybe I might have to put some sand down. Because it's getting stuck on the floor. I think it's wet. I think that's the issue. Or is it just too high? I made the ramp a little bit too high, maybe. Okay, route failed. Cool. Right, I think we need to put some sand here. I think I've just made it. The ramp may be a little bit too tall. Don't know if it needs flattening or such. Yeah, it seems to be okay to drive over. I'm hoping that's all it is, and you just need that to actually do it. That's what I'm hoping. Not bad, good. Glad to hear you well. Right, let's see if we can do this again. Please dispatch him in a normal place. No, don't dispatch him there. Can you make the... I can't make the turn. They always dispatch him in a silly place. I just want him back over here. Right, now try that. Right hand turn. Come on. I'm not tarmacking it, that's sand, this should be fine. You're still struggling. I might need a dozer then to move the sand. What is going on? This should be a very simple route. You've never heard of this, have you not? This is it's RoadCraft, it's really good. It's frustrating at times, I'll give you that, but it is really good. Right, dozer. This route should be the simplest thing since sliced bread, and it is just not having it. This is only the third map, Zeno, as well, and yeah. Snow Runner is difficult for several reasons. This is difficult because it wants to be. Right, what I need to do... I want to back up, I think, and go on there and do this, and come off it with the bucket down. But yeah, this shouldn't be that difficult, surely. Just a few fuel trucks. Come on, back a bit more. Trying to get this straight on the bridge just so I can come off it in the right way. There we go. Right, we just need to put some sand and hopefully flatten this down, this will work. Yeah, no worries at all. It's just being honest at the end of the day, you know. Thank you for the like, much appreciated. It's just being honest. That's the thing. I think that's just what the world needs, a bit more honesty. Right, I think that's all it needed. Hopefully. Right, get out of the way, set the route again, and hopefully that's problem solved. I'm trying to go and get my bit done, and until we solve this, we can't, annoyingly. Right, dispatch vehicles. It's already going to start them on the bridge. I didn't need to do any of that. I didn't need to do any of that. It started them on the bridge. But it is what it is. Right. Back to what we were doing, which was making a pipe to go and gain a load of massive load of XP. Until it tells me I can't do it again, then we'll have to go back and figure it out. But let's go and get this done. So we just want to make a pipe. One pipe only is all we need for this mission. Where's my pipe making place? I don't want to go storage. Storage. That's not where you put ingredients in, is it? Or is it? Maybe it is. Yeah, recyclable there. There we go. Yeah. Okay, is that enough? No, not enough for one pipe, so we need some more debris. Any rubbish you can find anywhere that is made of metal. Should be loads of it around, to be fair. I know the bins count, but... Oh, there's a load there. Just thinking something... I was thinking something of fair size, just so we make sure we get one pipe done, to be honest. There is a big pipe there, I don't think I can pull that. It's that big pipe there, isn't it? I don't think I can pull it with this. Right, they've failed that route again. How long have we got left? We've got 20 minutes. I'm adamant we're going to get that route done today. Is that the same place? Sometimes you can just dispatch vehicles and it solves it, but that's not going to do it, is it? I'm going to need to go and put sand down on, I think. Oh no, hang on. It's done it. It's got up there. That's what I found previously. You can dispatch the vehicles again and it will just get through it. It's where they start them off. Come on. You can do it. Little push. Obviously that one must have given the other one a push, I think. For the other one to get straight up there. Come on. This is not going to do it, is it? Thing is, if one of them fails, they both fail. So we'll have to redo it. It's really struggling, isn't it? Right, okay. Obviously it's struggling. We'll quickly go and chuck some sand down. I think that's the best bet. We'll see where it is as well. But yeah, I don't see why it's having any issues, to be fair. If that's the rock fit, then even so, this should be able to get up there. We'll go and see. Okay. Right, we've got 15 minutes, and at the end of them 15 minutes I want this route working, and I want that pipe done. And at least then we've achieved a decent amount. We're nowhere near getting the map finished as I'd hope, but we've achieved a decent amount. Right, we're not going to be able to pave over this sand because our paver's there and it's never getting back up the hill. That's getting it re-coordinate it to somewhere else. There's a long drive in that thing. Okay, let's head the other one in the background. Right, where are they getting stopped? It is here, literally here. Is their problem? I don't see why it's a problem, admittedly. They are getting stuck here. What I'm going to do then? Okay. We're looking to just wait. That should be out. Might be too close actually. There we go. Right, we are going to need to make that flatter. So we are going to need to bring the dozer over as well. But I'm not going to get away with leaving it as is. Even though patience, you definitely need some patience for this. Thing is, it gives you a false sense of security, I think. The first map, the tutorial map, is fairly really simple. And the second map itself is fairly simple. It kind of lulls you in. And then this map is just one problem after another. And we're not cutting corners, we're trying to do everything properly. But it's one problem after another, and you're just like, really? It's gotta be me at some time. Right, let's go up. Why is it struggling? Yeah, low gear. For some reason it was struggling up the hill there, strangely. Didn't think it's had issues with hills, to be fair. There we go, take it off again now. No. That's nearly bad. Okay. All we're going to do is flatten this sand out and then get out of the way. And then we'll see if the route works again. Doesn't matter that there's sand over tarmac, it's still going to matter. We can't asphalt it easily. We can stay as it is. My lovely road. Everyone thought Elden Ring would break me. This is probably closer than Elden Ring is, yeah. I'll give you that. I'd say this is closer than Elden Ring is to breaking me. Okay. Now, there's no reason they can't go up there now, surely. There's a rock there, so a few little dancers around there. Look at that little rock there we go, look. Dancing away. Right, while we're here, we're going to try and move these rocks over here as well. Some of these will move, some won't. I don't want to make the situation worse than it is. I think that's all the ones that are going to move, to be fair. Right, done. Done. Will this route now work? Can I make the next thing? Can I go and make my pipe? And get me XP. They were under the bucket, weren't they, them? That's why they're... okay. Right, that is hopefully have been done. I had to move the stones as well. Yeah, we're still doing Assassin's Creed. It'll be Monday morning. Will be Assassin's Creed again. We had a vote in yesterday's stream about what we'd do today, and it was a draw. So I chose this because we've only got till the 22nd, and then we start Death Stranding 2. So I want to get as much of this done before Death Stranding 2 as possible. But yeah, we will play Assassin's Creed on Monday because we agreed to keep doing it. But once it's done, it's done. Right, come on. Make the journey. It's not, it's getting stuck. How is that still getting stuck? I think some of that is down to where it's making them restart, to be fair. I don't think that's all down to that. I think that is where it's making them restart is some of the issue. I can manoeuvre that though, actually, if I cancel that. Their start point is this one. I can actually move that. And that one. It's a little bit over here. Off that edge, I'm thinking. Oh no, that truck's rubbish. I'd rather throw it in the river. Right, dispatch. Try again. Forwards. It's really still struggling with traction, isn't it? I even started it in a different place. Don't understand. Why have you got no traction? It's not steep. No, it's not. You can't really see it. It's too dark. But that is not steep. I thought we had a really nice road, and now it turns out the road wasn't as good as we thought. You might be going to take on a chance. I think the second one's going to be as good as the first, if not better. The first was good fun. I think it will be good. So it turns out our road isn't as good as we thought because they can't use it. For whatever reason, our road is not what we thought it was. Ah. Our road was perfect until the vehicles wanted to use it, and then it was no good. None of these are moving because they're too quite close together, I think. Okay. We need to add a point in, I think. I don't know if that's enough. I'm gonna ignore this and I'm just gonna make this pipe and get that done. People ask you about this answer, it's always the same. This is something. Yeah, I can. To be fair, I can understand how some people think the gameplay is boring. You know, it was described as what the walking simulator, weren't it, for ages? So I completely understand why people think it's boring. Right, okay. I said I'm going to give up on it. I'm giving up on it. We're going to quickly get this pipe made and get this XP done, because otherwise, I don't know. Let's go and get this done before I lose the plot. Now, I don't think we can manoeuvre that big pipe. I don't think I can drag it, but I'm going to give it a go. Essentially, I want that end over there to connect. Yeah, it's failed. Right, we'll sort that out next time. I'm not dealing with it now. Come on. I can drag the big pipe. The mule is the saviour. Okay, I can carry the big pipe, but it's very heavy. I've got no control over the mule. We don't actually have far to take it, to be fair. As long as we keeps putting us down and then we can manoeuvre, it's fine. Come on. Oh, maybe lift. Yeah, I was worried about it lifting us more off the floor though. We lift that, that's going to pull us even more off the floor. Admittedly, there is a hill here. All we've got to do is get it to go that way. This is a hill, so that's why he's making it probably a bit more difficult. Did find it easier though to have this lower. I'm not going to get up there, mate. I need to bring it up first, and it's not going to come round, is it? Oh no, it will. It's coming. And that's what I didn't want to do. Our engine's stalled, so I've got no control now. Ah! Which means we need to recover the vehicle or bring another vehicle over here. What have we got nearby? Let's just push us over. This isn't too far away. We'll quickly drive this over, push us over. What is that? Oh, it's still on sand planet. There you go. Oh, best laid plans. Just don't do the work, do they? Which are we going here? We are heading... Ah, we've missed the turning. Turning's behind us. I knew we weren't far, I didn't think it was that close. I'm assuming I can flip it back over this. I might not be able to. Because the problem we've got is the rope is still attached to the pipe. Which potentially could be a problem. Right, there's a little area to get through here, but I'm going to go around the other way. Right. Come on. Just want to make one pipe good. So, our list for next week to continue on the Suncurve map, we're going to fix our roads and make it so you can use it properly. There's nothing wrong with it. And then get the mining equipment out and make their routes doable too. Well, I'll try pushing it first, if not we'll lift it. That's my thinking. I think you may have detached, which will help. Just, if that's detached, it will help massively. Okay, turn off. I can't make it go the other way, can I? Okay. Right, the mule is over. Happy days. I was going to say, nothing stops the mule. Right, let's already be lined up this way. Because obviously what we're trying to do is get our pipe round. But if we're turning whilst trying to pull it, it's going to put more pressure on us, isn't it? How come we're not playing, Anthony? Because of what we've agreed. The channel doesn't work just like that. So basically, we had played Assassin's Creed, and then we said we'd do this on release, which we did. And then I agreed to do Shadows alongside this, because there's still things to do in Shadows. But it means this still takes priority. Why can't I drive? Right, stop there. Not close enough to the pipe. So we will do more Assassin's Creed Shadows, but the priority game at the minute is this, because we need to have this finished for when Death Stranding comes out at the end of the month. So the priority game is this, but Shadows will do bits of Shadows along the way, until obviously we come back to Shadows when there's DLC released. Come on. Come on, pipe. I love the mule. The mule so far for me is the best vehicle we've seen. It does everything. Look at that. Look at the power. The power. Right, recycle my pipe. How many pipes has that made us? We've made 2 pipes. Cool, we want 1. It's already 12 o'clock. we are out of time for today, but I want to get this finished. Take out. I did press 2, I didn't need to. Okay. We are going to quickly do one last thing before we finish today. Only because it's the one thing I've been trying to do all day. So we're going to go and get this pipe changed for a massive boost of XP before we finish for today and the week. You meant Assassin's Creed Shadows is what you meant, not Assassinate. Yeah, we don't always stick to the game people want. That's the thing. We have our plan that we talk about every month. You guys vote as well, which also dictates that changes things as well. Come on. Just settle in there. There we go. Right, strap cargo. Let's go and get this done. And the only thing I'm worried about here with this pipe, and this pipe is easy to get to, is I don't know if our crane is tall enough to put it there on the mule, because it's quite a high one. There's a chance we can't put it in there because the crane isn't high enough, and we need our big crane. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I've got a feeling it might be. We're going to get all the way there and financially we can't do it because we haven't got a big enough crane. But it's the mule. The mule overcomes all. Although I don't think we can overcome that, to be fair. We're not tall enough, Thank you for the like, but much appreciated. So yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows will be back for probably one stream next week, maybe 2, depending. But yeah, the focus is this until the 22nd. This is explained all the time, Anthony, in our channel updates and hang on, which way are we going? If we follow this road straight, yeah. Our channel updates are weekly videos that we do for our schedules. Everything's explained in there, Anthony. So if you watch one of the Sunday videos or the channel updates once a month, they'll explain everything in there properly. Come on, one thing to do. Can't believe our road failed. Our road was lovely, but obviously fuel tankers, not too happy with the road. Mainly some of the angles, so we have to make them, fill them up, re-tarmac, re-asphalt. Whoa! He wasn't making way for me at all, was he? He never do. Yeah, we'll have to re-asphalt it and go from there, I think. Just try and make it not so it's not so deep a run up. Deep is probably the wrong word, to be fair. We're going left here, I think we are. Yeah, left here, and then we're there. Right, we're overrunning the stream a little bit just so we can get this done, just so I don't lose my complete sanity. Although this afternoon I'm going to go and do some Mario Kart. That should chill me out. Although I can't, I've got to get editing done. I can stay awake and need to do editing. Right, will the crane reach is my first question. And if yes, fantastic. If it doesn't, we're in trouble. I don't think it does, you know. I don't think our crane's tall enough. I can pull the old one out. And we'll just drive forward. Right, old one out. My concern is I don't think we're tall enough. Unstrap our cargo. Okay, we'll go and we've got to pick up ours and see if we can get it in there. But unless she's taller than the height doesn't matter, does it? It's just the crane height. I was thinking the person handling the crane, but it doesn't matter. Let's get this back. Okay, that's as high as I can lift it, and that is not high enough. If I can get it flash green, in theory, that's enough. But hang on. That's close. I've got anchors on, haven't I? Whoa, too much. Yeah, I don't think we can. Best intentions in the world, I don't think that's going high enough. No, actually, saying that, I think we might. We may just do it. Straight up. No, he's going to hit us. Instead, what do we do? I need to unattach. We did it. I didn't think that was going to work, but we did it. Okay. That should have gave us a massive amount of XP. I know we can't see what that's done or anything. Let's quickly check this here. Fold crane, anchors, handbrake. So that should have given us a big boost of XP, but we can't see it on this screen, annoyingly. In fact, the only place we might be able to see it is in shop. If we knew, if I can remember what level we were previously, would help, wouldn't it? Let's go there for a second. We are now currently level 7.5. And no, it didn't unlock any new vehicles. Oh, actually it did. What's that? That's new. That is new, isn't it? That is a cargo truck with a grader on the front. Okay. That's a new type of cargo truck then. That is new. So we've obviously we've leveled up to 7, and that's unlocked. A log grabber loader. That's brand new as well. So that's for wood that we haven't done anything with yet. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Well, we gained a few bits and pieces. We've done a few things today. It's not been amazing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it says the following vehicles have been unlocked: the Greenway 740 Cross, the Cronin Work L34 have been unlocked as well. We built a road of our own making, and we thought it was a lovely little road. We did a really good job, but actually we failed. The vehicles can't use it. It doesn't work for the vehicles trying to use it. I think it needs to be wider and slightly less of the incline. I think it'll be fine. So that's something we need to fix next week. This map is really going to break me the way it's going. We're 87% done. I think it was 82 or 84 at the start of today. We are now 87% done. 2 main missions, 2 side objectives left to do. This map is breaking me. It really is. I never thought I'd say that. I never thought I'd have a map taking that much out of me, but it is, unfortunately. But we'll get it done as always. Crazy Irishman, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that road will be fixed next week. We've got a couple of more missions, and then Sunkern is done. Can't wait to move map, because that one is a nightmare. But that is it for me. We are done for the week as well. Now, so the last live stream of the week. The schedule for next week will be out on Sunday, 1 p.m. GMT for the scheduled video, and 8 p.m. GMT for the live stream community post. Check those out on Sunday for what's going on next week and all the times, everything that's happening. But that is it from me. A massive thank you to you guys for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you in a live stream very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.